Welcome back, Drink Stuff Cocktail Club fans. This month, as you will hopefully have seen, we are focusing, this is December 2022. You will have seen us, we are focusing on Monin's Tangerine Puree. It's basically a tangerine puree, 50% fruit, 50% sugar. I've talked about it all in the first video of the month, and I'll link that in the description below. So if you haven't watched that, I talk all about it, how you can use it, and there's 5 recipes in there. When I was looking at other videos that I could create, other content that I could create around this month, I thought, what flavour goes very well with orange, with tangerine? And I came up with, and I thought, do you know what? I don't do it that often. Let's do chocolate. So I've got both Mozarts here. I'm predominantly going to be using this Mozart here, and it has been rebranded. These are last year's bottles, because I obviously don't use them that much. This one is essentially a Bailey's type of vibe, that sort of cream chocolate liqueur, whereas this is a luscious sort of thicker cacao liqueur, if you like. So I'm predominantly going to be using these. I've got 3 chocolate and orange recipes in this video. As always, at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how you can get hold of this at a discount or even win it. So stay tuned at the end of the video. But for now, let's dive in. 3 chocolate and orange cocktails. So the first recipe I'm going to do for you is kind of like a riff on an espresso martini, sort of. More of like a chocolate, coffee and orange martini. So it's a shaken cocktail. It's going to get served up all classily in a Nick and Nora. So ingredients wise, we'll start off with 20 ml, as I've done throughout this whole series of videos, 20 ml of Monin's Tangerine Puree. There you go. Let's go for the chocolate liqueur first. Let's bring this out just so you can sort of see. This is lovely and luscious and creamy. And I'm going 25 ml. Look at that. Can you see that chocolate? Look at that. 25 ml of chocolate sort of cream liqueur. That's lovely. And then you'll notice here, the coffee liqueur. Now, as you've probably heard me talk about this loads and loads over the last sort of year or so. Look, it depends on your palate. For me, the Kahlua is now way too sweet. The ABV is dialed right back. Now, this is, as you'll see from the new label, if you've still got the old label, it's stronger. It's dialed right back. I do prefer products like Mr. Black because they are essentially proper coffee. Not that Kahlua is not proper coffee, but the sugar's not added to these. So you can kind of play about. When you've got syrups and purees and stuff like this, this sort of product works a damn sight better. So when you do come to use it, make sure you give it a good old shake, because there's proper coffee at the bottom there. Otherwise it'll all sit at the bottom there. So give it a good old shake, and then I'm matching the coffee, matching the chocolate. So 25 ml of the coffee liqueur in there, Mr. Black. Aluna is another favourite of mine. I love Aluna for that. So there we go. That is the ingredients. He says, forgetting all about the chocolate bitters. Chocolate bitters, I'm just using this just to sort of balance out the sweetness just a little bit. So obviously that's what bitters are there. They give you accentuate flavours, but also help you control the balance of your cocktail. So I'm just going for about that much of chocolate bitters. And then I'm going to shake this up, still with my dodgy elbow there. So one-handed shake, a good hard shake, and then we'll serve it out. As you'll see, I'm not too bad with that arm. I'm not too bad. Look at the frosting. We've got the frosting in there. It's taken me slightly longer, I will admit. Right, and then just to serve up, let's kind of double strain this into the Nick and Nora glass. So double strain. Look at that. Oh, this looks good. Smells amazing. And there, after a good few taps, because you've got the little bits of the tangerine puree in there, you've got a thicker cocktail anyway. So after a good few taps and a good sort of 30 seconds or so, you have got your finished cocktail. And then to garnish up, just going to use a dehydrated orange. So it's like an espresso martini without the coffee, without the actual espresso. Just use your Mr. Black, chocolate and orange. That is pretty special. Not over sweet because of the Mr. Black. The coffee is there. The chocolate and orange go so well together. I dare say those chocolate bitters are just kind of helping to amp that up. Oh, that's flipping good. That's tasty. Right, recipe 2. I know this is all going to have loads of fans. I'm going for a riff on a mudslide, kind of like a chocolate and orange mudslide. Going to flash blend it. We're going to decorate the glass. We're going all out for this. So 20 ml of your Monin Tangerine Magicals. Let's go for the vanilla vodka now. So 25 ml of your favourite vanilla vodka. This has still got, you're going to see it all dirty. I've still got the chocolate liqueur in here, but it's all right because we're using chocolate liqueur. 25 ml of vanilla vodka. Let's go the amaretto. 15 ml of Di Serono. There we go. On there. Let's get the old chocolate liqueur out again. Mozart, this is really good. So 25 ml of this. Should have done this first and the jigger would be washed out, wouldn't it? 25 ml of that. Lovely. Orange bitters. Let's go to cream while it's here. These bottles are about 100, I forget what they are, about 125 ml. I'm just going just about that much of the cream in there, about 100 ml, 75, 100 ml of, he says, I don't know why I'm saying cream, semi-skimmed milk. I prefer these sort of cocktails with skimmed if I've got it, but semi-skimmed if not. They work just as well. You don't have to use cream. Right, here we go, a little bit more, perfect. And then orange bitters. So the bitters, again, will help sort of balance out with that sort of sweetness, if you like, for these, because these don't have to be overly sweet. They're indulgent, but they don't have to be overly sweet. So 1, and then second one, 2 of orange bitters in there. So crushed ice, agitated cubes, flush blend, we'll serve up, but we're going to serve up special. Right then, to serve up, we got our tiki glass. First thing we want is this stuff. Don't often use this, but Monin's, what's it called? It's just dark chocolate sauce, to be fair. So we're going to get all artistic. And we get some nice twizzly sort of decorations going around there. Yeah. Well, you can tell I don't do that often. There we go. So we've got some chocolate sauce. We've decorated our glass there. We are going to serve that up like that. Remember, this is a riff on the mudslide. We just want a little bit more crushed ice, not too much, because then what we're going to do, this is calories. This is all shades of calories. We're going to get the squirty cream out. There, look at that. We're going to get the chocolate dusting out, the cacao powder. It's cacao. Here we go, a bit of cacao. Nice. And because of the orange vibes, we're going to get that. So if you remember back to the first video, you can see how batch filming we're going here. I've got the I think it's the satsumas or tangerine, it's a bit pink anyway. But I'm just going to grate some of that over the top as well. Look at that. I know exactly who's going to be having that. that's really good, really tasty. Proper dessert cocktail, that. And then the third sort of chocolate and orange cocktail, I've never done anything like this before, but I'm going to do it for a giggle. A chocolate and orange Pina Colada, because I know chocolate and coconut works. I know orange and coconut works. I know chocolate and orange works. What could go wrong? So 25 flash blended cocktail again, 20 ml of the orange puree. Then going to go the chocolate liqueur again. So 25 ml of chocolate liqueur. Lovely stuff. There's so many products like this out in the market now. Even there's like spiced flavoured rum sort of chocolate liqueurs, if you like. That's tasty stuff. Right, so 25 ml of that. Coconut boozy. This is 37.5% coconut rum, Coco Canu. So 25 ml of that. Let's go. That's here. I've used this in a previous video. You have to go. Hopefully, you've watched this and you check this out. Coconut water, but with some proper coconut in there as well. So it is coconut water, but it's like creamy kind of stuff. So 30 ml of coconut water in there. It's so much better than the blue stuff. I absolutely adore this stuff. Right, and then we're going 50 ml of pressed, 100% pressed pineapple juice. There. And then just to kind of dial that in, sort of rein it in, give it an all-round balance. We're back to the chocolate bitters again. And I'm going to do 2 dashes. There we go. Right, 1 and 2 dashes of that. Crushed ice again, quick flash blend. That's nice and icy cold. We're just going to pour it straight in to our Pina Colada glass there. If you've got room for more crushed ice, do it. I might sort that out for the old photo. But to garnish this up, a couple more couple more frozen pineapple fronds out the freezer, and then I've got a dehydrated pineapple, and that is, if I can find the straw, chocolate and orange Pina Colada. Let's go through the hole. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Oh, the chocolate and the coconut, and they're really bad. That's really good. You can amp that up. I'm just thinking, actually, I know there's a bit of booze in there, but I might add, like, I'm thinking of spiced rum just to give it that a little bit more sort of oomph in there. But oh, that's delicious. Love that. So there we go. 3 really surprisingly delicious chocolate and orange cocktails. In the comments below, let me know which one you want to try. Let me know if you've got any kind of chocolate and orange. What chocolate and orange, or chocolate and tangerine, I should say, riffs would you make using products like this? Or what other chocolate liqueur would you use? Let us know in the comments below. Help the community out. Now, as I mentioned at the top, you can get this at a discounted rate, or any flavour you like throughout the year if you're a member of our cocktail club. There's a link in the pinned comment, a link in the description below. It's completely free. You just need to sign up with your proper email address, because if you use a fake email address, you obviously don't get the promotional code. So you need your real email address in there, which we'll send out. But if you want a chance to win this, every month we do a cocktail competition based on the flavour of the month. Submit your recipes. Most people go via Discord. They're in our Discord community. So submit there. You can submit your recipes on Instagram. If you upload a photo or a reel, make sure you tag us in the actual reel. Don't mention us in the comments or at us or anything like that. You have to tag us in the actual photo or the reel. We'll see the submission. That'll go into the video. At the end of the month, I make your cocktails. We get the panel of judges in here to pick their favourite. The winner wins a flavour of their choice. Now, if you want even more sort of tangerine inspiration for the month of December 2022, dive into that video right there.